What is the Commonwealth and World War II? The Commonwealth was the government established by the United States here in the Philippines. It was patterned after the United States, and it is a government that stood during the World War II. The president of the Commonwealth, is Manuel L. Quezon. So, problems of the Commonwealth. First is the national security. Since the World War II broke out, there's a threat that Philippines will be conquered by the Japan because of the conquest Japan is making throughout the Southeast Asia prior to the American territories. So there is a law that has been passed, the National Defense Law, a law that a citizen army composed of trainees who belong to 21-year-old groups to put into operations. So also, Quezon appointed General Douglas MacArthur as a field marshal of the Philippine Army. So the next problem will be the social problem. So why is it a problem? So it's a problem because only the elite families uh, get the land ownership, and and there's land inequality, labor issues. Workers faced poor working conditions, low wages, and lack of labor rights. This led to the uh, forming of the Sakdal Uprising in 1935, founded by Benigno R. Ramos. And they are peasants, and they attack the graft and the corruption shown by the government, and they are also against the Tidings McDuffie Act and revolted against the government during the May 23, 1935. So next is the economic problem. The foreign trades of the Philippines was dominated by foreigners, Americans, Chinese, and Japanese. When freight trade between Philippines and United States began in 1909, Philippine products like sugar, coconut oil, abaca fiber, and copra entered American markets for free of duty. So that led to artificial prosperity because products had already market in the United States. So this products is also vulnerable to price fluctuations in the global market. Next is the other problems. So Quezon also realized the serious language problem here in the Philippines because there are hundreds of spoken language here in Philippines, and there are confusions happening with in the fellow countrymen. So the on December 30, 1937, Quezon proclaimed that Tagalog will be used as a basis national language. So next is the achievements of the Commonwealth. One Number one is the foreign trade amount rose, the transportation and communication improved, the railways, the vehicles, and the roads here in the Philippines. The public welfare was given priority by the government and strengthened by certain agencies like Bureau of Public Welfare. Last is the arts and literature were encouraged by the government through contests and competitions for artists and writers. War in Pacific. So the preparation of the Commonwealth for an independent Philippines was interrupted when the war in the Pacific broke. This feared the political leaders here in Philippines. This war broke because Japanese bombed the war in Pacific. The preparation of the Commonwealth for an independent Philippines was interrupted when war broke out in the Pacific. So the Filipino political leaders were feared or worried about the situation, and this war started because of Japanese bombing the American base in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii on December 7, 1941. So this led to the declaration of war by President Franklin D. Roosevelt of the United States of America.
Occupation of Manila, December 1941 to January 1942. Japanese forces occupied Manila despite it being declared as an open city by President Manuel L. Quezon. So si President Manuel L. Quezon kuno kay iyang gi-declared ang Manila as an open city para ma-avoid ang destructions. Og iyan ang gi-left under the rule of George B. Vargas. The Japanese occupation. Japanese forces entered Manila and established it as the capital of the Japanese-sponsored by the Second Republic. Ang Japanese kay naghatag ni sila og warnings sa Filipino. Ingon ang Japanese nga, anyone who injured Japanese soldiers or individuals would be shot to death. Mo nang warning ilang gihatag sa Filipino. Aftermath, ang Japanese kay fully captured na nila ang Philippines on May 6, 1942 after sa Battle of the Corregidor. Next. Next sana is the fall of Bataan, April 1942. Filipino and American forces lack of supplies that led to a surrender to Japanese forces on Bataan Peninsula. This led to the Bataan Death March, where thousands of POWs endured brutal condition over a 65-mile forced march. Ang Battle of Bataan kuno atong January 7 to April 9, 1942 kay giaway ni siya sa United States and the Philippine Commonwealth against sa Imperial Japan during World War II. Ang battle kay nagrepresent na siya og intense phase of the Japanese invasion sa Philippines during World War II. In January 1942, forces sa Imperial Japanese Army and Navy invaded Luzon along with several islands in the Philippine archipelago after sa ilang bombing of the American Naval Base and Pearl Harbor. Ang Commander-in-Chief sa US o sa Filipino forces sa mga islands, si General Douglas MacArthur, iyang i-consolidate ang tanan niyang base unit sa Bataan Peninsula para mo-fight against sa Japanese Army. By this time, ang Japanese nearly controlled na nila ang Southeast Asia. Ang Bataan Peninsula and the islands of Corregidor kay manla ni siya ang only remaining Allied strongholds sa region. Despite sa ilang lack of supplies, ang American and Filipino forces kina-manage pa nila nga mo-fight sa Japanese for 3 months. Engaging them initially in fighting retreat hardwards. As sa ilang combined American and Filipino forces, nakabuhat pa sila og last stand kung asa Japanese valuable time and prevented immediately victory across sa Pacific. Ang American kuno kay ni surrender sa Japanese dito sa Bataan. kung asa naay 76,000 ka soldiers surrendering in the Philippines altogether. Kini siya ang largest in the American and Filipino military histories. Ug usa po ni siya ka largest United States surrender since sa American Civil War's Battle of Harper's Ferry. Ang US and Filipino prisoners of war kay gi-force ni sila into a roughly 65 miles or 105 kilometers Bataan Death March. Proceed tas next slide. Nisunod din na ang fall of Corregidor May 1942. Monish, the last stand of the Filipino-American forces at the Corregidor Island ended with a surrender due to intense bombardment and lack of supplies. Ang Battle of Corregidor kay mo ni siya ang final phase sa Japanese campaign para makonquer na nila fully ang Philippines. Ang Japanese kinaglance ni sila og aerial bombardments attacks sa Americano and Filipino defenders. Dayon si General Wainwright mo ni siya ang commander sa US Armed Forces in the Philippines. Siya ang nag-surrender sa Corregidor dito sa mga Japanese nga gipangunahan ni General Masaharu Homa. Si Wainwright iyang gisurrender ang Corregidor due sa poor condition sa iyang mga troops og sa mga odds against him. Ang Corregidor kay mo ni siya ang one last Allied stronghold sa Philippines after sa Japanese victory at the Bataan. Kining island kay nagsymbolize siya og hope and a battle cry during sa ilang early days of World War II. Ang Corregidor kay mo ni siya ang most heavily fortified islands outside sa United States. Kining island kay gi-divide ni siya into 3 areas na ay top side, middle side, and bottom side. So, ang island kuno also is protected by a complex tunnel system. Apil na ang extensive mine system and land defense system. Ang US ilan ning giregain ang Corregidor in 1945 kung asa ang island has been preserved since 1945. Onya karon nagsymbolize siya og peace o gidesignated ni siya nga Corregidor Island National Shrine in the 1954. Proceed ta sa next slide dito ta sa government reorganization. The Japanese forces established the Second Philippine Republic, a puppet government led by President Jose P. Laurel. Ang Japanese kuno kay nag-reorganize nila ang government of the Philippines during sa ilang occupation. First nga ilang gibuhat is Council of State kung asa ang Japanese military nag-establish og Council of State para ma-manage ang civil affairs until October 1943. Nisunod na ang Philippine Republic on October 14, 1943. Ang Japanese kay nag-establish og Second Philippine Republic. Mao ni siya ang puppet government nga giled ni President Jose P. Laurel. Mao ni siya ang only political party nga nag-allow during sa occupation sa Japanese. Nisunod po na is ang control of the economy. Ang Japanese kay nag-implement og mga policies para makontrol ang local economy including sa mga closing sa western banks o controlling sa mga local currency. Nagled ni siya og inflation, dayon collapse sa profitable industries and unemployment sa mga Filipinos. Dayon ang last na isang forced labor kung asa nag-enforce ang Japanese og strict rules over sa mga Pilipinos kung asa ilang force ang mga Filipino nga magtrabaho nila like kanang forced labor. Ang Japanese occupation kay naglast ni siya over 3 years until ang Japan ni surrender. Ang occupation kay costly and oppressive daw ni siya kay daghan namatay og Filipino. Over 1 million Filipino deaths ang sawi ani nga mga Filipino. So that ends my part. Thank you.
Educational policy. During Japanese occupation of the Philippines, they aimed to rejuvenate Filipino spirituality, promote Filipino and Japanese culture, encourage vocational and elementary education, and foster a love for labor. Schools were opened with a focus on agriculture, fisheries, medicine, and engineering. However, war-related uncertainties kept many children away from school, and enrollment across the country remained below 300,000. So, during this Japanese occupation kay ang Japanese Military Authority nag-declare og Japanese educational policy. So, kanilahang policy is nag-base sila ni sa kabaguhan sa mga Filipino. So, nag-promote nila ang Filipino culture, Japanese culture, kanang ilang Japanese language, and ila pong paglab sa labor. So, ila pong gi-encourage ang vocational and elementary education para ma-implement ni nga policy. Ang Japanese Military Authority kay nag-order sila og opening sa eskwelahan. So kaning eskwelahan is nag-focus sila sa agriculture, fisheries, medicine, and engineering. So despite this sa pag-attempt sa mga Japanese na encourage ang mga Filipino nga mag-eskwela is daghan sa mga Filipino children is nagpundor silang balay kay lagi kanang dili pa sure, and na-upperware ato nga time hadlok og gawas sa mga Filipino silang mga umaba or balay. So ang nag-enroll ato nga time is below 300,000 tungod sa ato nga mga reason sa war condition. So the Second Republic of the Philippines was established under Japanese rule to gain the trust of the Filipinos and demonstrate superiority over American colonial rule. So, Japanese nominal independence to the Philippines with Jose Laurel elected as president. The republic was inaugurated on October 14, 1943. Despite Laurel's efforts, the nation faced severe hardships, including food shortages, inflated rice prices, and widespread hunger. Filipino resorted to consuming substitutes such as boiled mango leaves and kangkong. Additionally, Japanese forces confiscated rice supplies, leading to famine and deaths in urban areas. Brutalities and sexual violence further compounded the suffering of the Filipino people. So, kanina sa Second Republic is ilahan nang gi-create para madaog nila ang trust sa Filipino. So, nag-declare sila og independence, pero ang tinuod lang intention ani sa mga Japanese is para mapakita nila sa Filipino nga mas better sila sa Amerika, kay in just a short time or isa lang katuig ang nilabay is tagaan nag-independence sa Pilipinas. So na-create din ng commission, so mao siyang independence, and ipanguluhan ni siya ni Jose P. Laurel. So on September 4, 1943, gi-prepare nila ng constitution and na-approve din sa convention. So on September 25, mo ni ang date nga na-elect si Jose P. Laurel as president sa Second Republic. So sugod din ang turno atong October 14, 1943. So kana sa pagsugod din ni Laurel is na siya speech. So ang speech niya is, "I am sure our people will rise as one to meet the challenge. We shall encounter difficulties greater than we have ever faced in our national history. God helping us, we shall march with steady, resolute step forward without doubt, vacillation, or fear." So ang likod di aning speech ni Laurel is para daw ma-inspire mga Filipino citizen nga magtinabangay para maka-establish o stable o magdugay nga independence. So despite sa efforts nga gi-exert ni Laurel si mga government official is ang prices ato nga time sa mga palitunon is gapataas siya every day, daily or taga-adlaw siya kataas, and antod naabot ang time nga halos sa mga Filipino is dili na sila makakaon og katulo sa kaadlaw. So at that time ang mga Filipino is nagkaon sila og substitute. So kani mga substitute is ang mango
O avocado leaves.
ilang ding gimong tea. So ang sunod is papaya leaves, ilahang gi dried, ikat mo tinag substitute sa tabako, and ang corn ilahang gi boil kibutngan og asin, then hadin ka mo substitute ni sila sa bugas. So ato pud nga time is ang kangkong is ilahang gi cultivate para makaon, para mahimong pagkaon. So halos sa gid Pilipino ato nga time is kuan sila gakaon sa substitute. So ang atom guna time is ang bugas is kanang dalang kayo or pangitaon kay ba kay lagi kanang ang Japanese army kay ilahang gina palit ang bugas or ilahang gina confiscate sa mga Filipino maong dili gyud makakaong Pilipino og bugas ato nga time. So thousands na namatay ato tungod sa hunger, sa kagutom lagi, and apil na po diri ang brutalities or torture, then rape. So sa guerrilla warfare. So the majority of Filipinos strongly opposed Japanese occupation during World War II, with many escaping soldiers from Bataan and Corregidor forming guerrilla organizations. Patriotism surged, leading to widespread guerrilla resistance across the Philippines. These groups ambushed Japanese forces, conducted espionage, and relayed intelligence of General MacArthur in Australia. Prominent guerrilla leaders included Thomas Confessor, Macario Peralta, Ruperto Canglion, and Luis Taruk. Among others, their effective guerrilla tactics hindered Filipino control and prepared the ground for MacArthur's successful return and liberation of the Philippines. So kanina guerrilla warfare is nagbuo na siya tungod sa mga anti-Japanese yung mga Filipino. Kato na silang nagtaka sa Bataan Corregidor. Ang guerrilla outfits ato nila kay nandi sila outfit ang guerrilla murag sprung like mushrooms. So at that time is ang igawas nila ang loyalty sa country. So karang desidido gyud ang mga Pinoy ato nga mulaban silang country kay sila gusto masakop sa Japanese. So ang kaning guerrilla day mostly kapangaras sila Japanese units, ilahang gina-ambush, na ginapatay, and napoy sila ginaplant nga mga Filipino spies sa Japanese nga kampo para magkuha information and i-report nila sa guerrillas. Dayon ang katong guerrillas i-report nila kang MacArthur dito sa Australia. So katulad among sa guerrilla leader is si Thomas Confessor, Macario Peralta, Roberto Canglion, and Luis Tarok, and napay uban. Kani dilang guerrilla ay si tawag nila sa Hunter ROTC guerrilla. So ROTC means
Reserve Officer Training Corps.
kaning guerrilla warfare tactics kanang gapalisod sa mga Japanese ug kanang conquer sa Philippines gyud kay dili diretso og hurot sa mga Japanese ang guerrilla kay mag-ambush man sila. So tungod sa mga Filipino guerrilla, si MacArthur nakabalik sa Philippines, and dito na nagsugod yung clearing operations.
Government in exile. Quezon and his party left the corridor in February 1942. They were brought to Australia, and from there they took a boat to San Francisco, and then by train, abot sila sa Washington, D.C. Then Quezon organized Commonwealth government and US with his cabinets nga silang General Basilio Valdez, Secretary of National Defense, Manuel Nieto, Secretary of Agriculture and Commerce, Joaquin Elizalde, Resident Commissioner, Dr. Arturo B. Rotor, Executive Secretary, and Jaime Hernandez, Secretary of Finance. Because of war condition, the Commonwealth government thought it wise to extend the presidency of Quezon beyond his term. But, however, Quezon was very sick, and in August 1, 1944, at Sarnac Lake, New York, Manuel L. Quezon died, and who was succeeded by President Vice President Sergio Osmeña. Next, the return of MacArthur. The return of MacArthur in 1944, United States began its offensive against Japan, island after island in the Pacific, which the Japanese have captured early in war, fell in the hands of Americans in several naval battles. In several naval battles, Americans Navy won over the Japan Navy. And MacArthur feeling it was time to return the Philippines and ordered all his naval marines air force to begin attack the Japanese in the Philippines who had the most part been defeated by the Filipino guerrillas. Then on October 20, the American Air and Naval Force bombarded the Japanese position in Leyte. On the same day, the Americans landed on Leyte and the Battle of the Philippines for the Philippines liberation began. In several encounters, the Japanese Navy was defeated by elements of the American Navy which guarded Leyte. On the same day, America landed then MacArthur landed in Lingayen, Pangasinan on January 9, 1945. From Lingayen, the American army sliced through the Central Zone and reached Manila at the twilight of February 3, 1945. The Americans and Allied prisoners of war of the University of Santo Tomas were freed. The next is the Commonwealth established. When Leyte was liberated from Japanese, MacArthur re-established the Commonwealth and on October 23, 1944, with Tacloban as the temporary capital, and MacArthur was the military administrator. But on February 27, 1945, he turned over the reins of government to President Osmeña or President Sergio Osmeña. Then on July 4, MacArthur proclaimed that the liberation of the Philippines from the Japanese. And last, the end of my topic, the end of war. The end of war. Then MacArthur now proposed to carry the war Japan itself. So MacArthur decided to start war against Japanese to itself. Then hundreds of huge bombered called super fortress bombed Japan, particularly Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, and the other Japanese cities. Then Prime Minister Winston Churchill of England demanded Japanese to surrender unconditionally. However, at first Japan refused to surrender. Then Boninto sa tong ingon ni Sir nga ang American Navy nag-drop og atomic bomb on the city of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Then the Japan faced with threats of annihilation, Japan surrendered unconditionally. Then on September 2, 1945, Japan signed the terms of surrender on board the battle USS Missouri at Tokyo Bay.
The Third Republic. The Philippines faced major challenges after independence in 1946, including dependence on U.S. aid with restrictive conditions, poverty, lack of industrialization, corruption, and social unrest. The elite continued to dominate politics and the economy, hindering progress for the growing population. So tungod kay ang Pilipinas wala pay kaya mo barog sa iyang kaugalingon so wala siya choice kundi mudawat atong US aid. So kani ding US aid kay nani siya tulo ka kondisyon. So ang una is naay karapatan ng Amerikano nga mogamit sa natural resources sa Philippines, mao to ang parity rights. Sa pagkaduha kay magtukod og military base sa Pilipinas sa mga Americans. Pagkatulo is kasabutan sa defense and and trade arrangement nga favorable sa Americans. So tungod ani na question nga yun sa pag-ingon nga independent ang Philippines kung naay mga kondisyon nga nakatali ani. So kani nga mga problema mo'y giatubang sa tanang presidente sa Pilipinas gikan kang Rojas, Quirino, Garcia, Magsaysay, Kapagal hangtod kang Marcos. So gawas pa ani ini ang kapobrehang sa mga tao is nagpadayon tungod sa kawadon sa saktong industrialization o halig sa mga utang o export sa gawas. So ang tanang nga administration sa Philippines is naapektuhan ang administration, naapektuhan sa korupsyon. Kay grabe gyud ang corruption bisag karon napagyapon ang kagubot sa syudad, ang krimen, gubot ng eleksyon. So nahimong mas complicated ang sitwasyon tungod sa Cold War or kompetensya sa Amerika, komunistang mga nation. So samtang ang mga datog elites mao'y nag-dominate sa economy ug sa politics. So hinay ang kalambuon o paspas ang pagdaghan sa populasyon. Conditions after the war. The aftermath of World War II left the Philippines to ruins with widespread destruction of infrastructure, farms, machinery, and countless lives lost due to brutal fighting and heavy bombing. The development led to unemployment, food scarcity, and disease outbreaks. Creating a dire situation, economic recovery was stalled by the lack of production and resources. President Sergio Osmeña, succeeding Quezon, faced immense challenges in leading the Commonwealth during the critical period as the Filipino people's resilience and unity were tested once more. So, pagkahuman sa World War II is grabe ang pagkaguba sa Pilipinas and grabe ang depensa sa hapon nato ni sukol sila maayo sa Amerika nga nagresulta og daghan og nangaguba nga mga farm, mga machinery and buildings, kalsada, mga tulay. So bugkag iki ang Pilipinas sa tunga time. Daghan po kay nang tay ato nga mga Pilipino. So bugat kay ang pagbomba sa Amerika ato sa Manila aron ma-clear nila mapatay nila, mahurot nila ang mga Hapon. So mao gitong pagkaresulta og kadaot sa mga infrastructure nga kinahanglan unta para mobangon ang sa ekonomiya sa Pilipinas. So tulod sa pila ka mga months walay production nga nahitabo ug daghan mga wala ni mga trabaho and kulang na ang pagkaon. So mga libo-libo gyapon na nangamatay tungod sa lain-lain nga mga sakit. So ang kahimtang ato sa mga Pilipino is grabe kalisod and ang mga problema ato nga giatubang sa Commonwealth mo'y usa sa dako nga challenge kay President Sergio Osmeña nga nipuli human sa kamatayon ni Quezon. So ato nga time is natsulay na po ang mga determination sa mga Filipino sa isa't isa. American financial aid. So the recently concluded war was an American war, but the Philippines suffered much more than the Americans. As such, the American government decided to extend financial aid to the Philippines after conducting a survey of the damage done by the Japanese and by the Americans themselves. The Congress of the United States appropriated $100 million to be used by the Philippine government for its operating expenses and for the redemption of guerrilla notes issued during the war. Moreover, American Army surplus materials with a sale value of 100 million pesos were given to the Philippine government. The Philippines was given a loan of $60 million for the purpose of reconstruction. So pagkahuman atong World War II is nag-face ang Pilipinas so challenge para mobangon bisan grabe ang iyang pagkaguba. So ang American Army ato is nagtukod og PCAU or Philippine Civil Affairs Unit. So kating PCAU is ang purpose niya is aron mohatag og tabang sa mga Filipino. So ang PCAU is nagbayad sa sweldo sa mga opisyal so ang PCAU is sila ang naghatag og sweldo sa mga opisyal o mga teachers, nag-share og pagkaon og naghatag sila og mga pagkaon og tambal sa mga Pilipino and nagkuha po sila og mga Filipino workers para sa ilang project, para silang military project aron makahatag sila og kwarta. So bisan nagtabang ang government sa Amerika sa pondo or budget sa Pilipinas is kini nga kwarta is gihatag ni siya dili libre. So utang ni siya sa Pilipinas nga kinahanglan nila mabayaran. Human nato is inahinay na og balik ang movement sa economy. So medyo gakusog na siya, and daghan ra mga Pilipino nga nagnegosyo o produkto nga gikan sa Amerika.
Republic of the Philippines was proclaimed on July 4, 1946 when the country gained full independence from United States. This event marked the end of the American sovereignty with the inauguration of President Manuel Rojas as the first president of the independent republic. The proclamation coincided with the United States Independence Day, symbolizing the close ties between the two nations. Magsaysay in the Hux Balahap or Hux Garcia and the first Filipino policy. President Carlos P. Garcia's Filipino First policy prioritized Filipino interests in economy, promoting economic nationalism and reducing foreign dominance, supported Filipino businesses by giving them better access to resources and while limiting foreign control in key sectors. Though it boosted local entrepreneurship and national pride, it faced criticism from foreign investors and businesses reliant on foreign partnerships. Despite challenges, it marked a significant step toward economic self-reliance. The parity rights of the Americans in the Philippines. So the parity rights were provisions granting U.S. citizens the corporations equal rights with Filipino to exploit natural resources and operate public utilities in the Philippines. These were best part of the Pagal and the Land Reform. So the legislation of the Agricultural Land Reform Code of 1963 aimed to address issues to land tenancy and empower farmers. This includes the abolition of shared tenancy